Okay, so this is a spread for the Divine Masculine. Just gonna get into it. The first card is the chakra, and they have their crown chakra. So, enough said. They are going through a lot of thought processing right now. They're they're going through their side of the journey. I mean, as I said, I'm not very good on chakras, so let me just confirm. Yeah, so it's thought, I know, the pineal gland. So they're being awakened to a higher level of self. Like right now, they're they're going through essentially their awakening. Sorry. The card I put a message to the divine. It was pulled. What was pulled was take responsibility. It says, for better or worse, you're responsible for everything in your past and future. Don't blame your parents, your teachers, or your boss. Take it on yourself. And then the cards are, these cards at the bottom, sorry, are like, there's no rhyme or reason. These cards are just an overall feeling of what the masculine is feeling and thinking. So, healing begins. Balance, I've been seeing that a lot. And then win or lose, I've been seeing it a lot as well. So, right now, I believe that the masculine is going through the process of realizing that his relationship with his divine feminine is faded. I believe we've pulled this card before, and I just feel like he's having a hard time believing that because of the things in his past. With this card here, it's a sword in the ground, and to me that just indicates stubbornness. But if you see around it, there's grass and then there's a heart. So I feel like a lot of our divine masculines, their resistance comes because they don't feel like they're worthy of this fated relationship. I'm sorry I moved the cards. I tried to like flow it in a story, so my apologies. So I feel like right now, as they're being awakened, they are struggling with not being worthy of this relationship and a relationship of this status, like an unconditional love. I don't think he's used to that. So in this battle, he is healing. He's healing his past. I'm not sure how they're all doing it. I don't know at what rate, but I feel like with the men, it's like, hurry up. I feel like the feminine woke up pretty early, at least for my situation I did, and I also feel like the masculines are kind of on that rush. I don't quote me, no spirits have told me this, no divine people, but I'm just assuming, like, I don't see it being a long wait. Like, I have a lot of anticipation, I guess, for like December, January, and February. I don't know why, that's just how I'm feeling. But back to the cards, I feel like in his healing, you can see, it's like, the way I look at it, you see this green down here, and if you're looking at it and you're standing backwards, that's, to me, the masculine's energy. And he knows that healing for him is in the divine feminine, and she's the one opening into him, right? So I feel like she's opening up to him, like, allow her to assist in the healing that you need to do. Because, like, I don't think a lot of masculines, they'll become awakened, but I think a lot of the healing that they'll be going through, especially in regards to past hurts, will be at the hands of his divine feminine counterpart. And I think that's where he's trying to balance everything out. You can see it's a triangle, the Holy Trinity, man, woman, God, you know, child, man, woman, you know, just, you can see he wants this. But until he conquers all of this, he will not be able to feel the balance that the feminine is offering, and then the feminine within him. Like a lot of our masculines, I'm pretty sure they're overly masculine. Like they're too tough. You can tell by the sword. They're too set in their ways, egotistical. Not in a bad way, but that is just stuff that they have acquired, has defense mechanisms, maybe from previous hurts. So the next card is Fork in the Road. So again, Fork in the Road to me is almost like this card. It shows like a decision has to be made. You need to figure things out and decide. And in this case, he's deciding where the feminine stands in his life, in his future. I think he's questioning a lot of things. And then he doesn't know that all the decisions he's resisting will lead him to the things that he's always desired. You know, he's going to have to really overcome this process in order to benefit from what this journey is essentially for. And little does he know that this is going to be blissful for him. It's not going to be scary. It's not going to be like his past relationships. So this is just showing like prosperity, but not until you overcome and make a decision. And that can show, as much as I hate to say it, that if some of our masculines don't get past this, I see it has to do with like past relationships too. Like they're just going to stay where they're grounded and where they already feel a sense of love. Some of them are not going to be able to accept responsibility and accept healing from the Most High and also his feminine counterpart. So I do feel like some divine masculines are going to make the decision to stay in their comfort zone, and that way they can avoid all of this. But for the ones that aren't going to, once they make that decision and just let go and let things happen, they will be rewarded with a fated relationship. Like these are fated. We were all meant to meet and everything, but I feel like even though they're being worked on, some of them aren't going to be able, I wouldn't say that they're not going to be able to push past, but maybe in a longer time frame. It might take longer, it might take more lessons for some of them to have to go through in order for them to start to see this. And then at that point, I don't even know this will be an option, the feminine. So the ones that decide to stay there, I can pull a clarifying card on that just to confirm, but I'm pretty sure like there's some that just don't want to do the work right now, but eventually they're going to have to, because you cannot outrun the calling of God. And then the last card was a message to the feminines, what the masculine can say to the feminine, and the card says pause. And for me, pause is like he wants you to wait for him. He wants you to trust that he is going to do this, and just believe in him, trust him, have faith in him. You know, even when you get those crazy thoughts like, oh, he ain't doing nothing, you know, I'm over here stressing and he's just chilling, living. I think that card is like, take time to remember what we went through, right? And everything's a balancing act, everything's a mirror. So what we went through, imagine a stubborn man trying to go through. So I think this message is, if he could say it to you, is just like, not pause, like wait for him, but just don't be as hard on him. Remember that he's going through this as well. Like even with us, it was hard for us to take responsibility for some of the stuff that we had blocks on. And then we had to heal. And then we had to balance our feminine and masculine energies. And we already know that should a union happen, we've already made these decisions because we know this. But he hasn't yet. So it's just, you know, this card is just to like further reassure the feminine energies that he's on this journey. Just be a little, just a tad more easygoing, not easygoing, easy on him. You know, allow him to go through this. And I'll pull a clarifying card and I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, so the clarifying card that came out was Seek the Truth. And to me, this just means he really needs to go in. He really needs to go in and check whatever is possibly keeping him from fully releasing. And even if he does stay here, it's going, as I said, it's going to be a longer period of, you know, things happening to him for him to finally open up and realize what is going on. So let me know if that resonated with anyone. I appreciate the comments, even though there's not much. I appreciate the subscribers as well. Yeah, this is the reading for the masculine energies, and if this resonated, yes or no, just thumbs up or thumbs down the video. Thank you guys. Bye.